Welcome to We Seek First podcast, where we talk about living life as a Christian and everything in between. We are your hosts, Takara,
Katrina, Latresa,
and LaQuinta.
Join us every week for a fresh episode. But today we have an exciting episode for you, so sit back, relax, and let's talk.
Welcome back to episode number 2.
Yay. Welcome back.
All right, guys. So a little birdie told me that Takara has something to add to our Love It list.
Oh, I do.
So what do you have?
Okay, so first, Latresa, explain to the people all the way in the back who are just, joining us and haven't heard from our first episode about what the We Seek First Love It list is.
That's right. Thank you for reminding me. So our Love It list, this is our We Seek First Love It list that is on the website. So as you know, we all have things that we love, things that we come across, and we like to, add it to our list. Again, this is things that we love, and we think you will also enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just want to talk about it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also go on our website as well to vote and see each podcast to see if it's will make the Love It list,
Yeah. So, like, at the end of the person wanting to add something to the list, we'll vote and we'll add it. But we will have things that we want you guys to try, and we'll, cast votes, and then we'll add it to the list. So you can see that on the website. But my thing is, it excites me, and I got it as a Christmas present from Katrina, and it is the Cuisinart knife set. So I'm pretty sure you guys, if you have your own homes and you cook and things like that, you may have families or whatever, you've come across this knife set, and I think it's called the Cuisinart Advantage ceramic knife set. It retails for it depends on where you want to go and get it, but I've seen it anywhere between $50 to $70, I believe.
Okay.
But it comes with, let me see, I think there are 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there are 6 knives. They all have different colors. There's purple, and then the different colors represent a different size and a different type. So I have a bread knife.
Ooh.
I don't bake bread.
Oh, okay. Well, you can give it to
okay.
me.
It'll come in handy
I
one of
bake
these
bread.
days.
You can give it to me. Oh well. I
mean,
want to try to bake some bread, but
Yeah.
You can
But
give
I
it to
do
me.
have a bread
You
knife.
can butter
There's-
some toast with it.
Okay, it's a bread
I know,
knife.
but different.
Okay, so there's a paring knife, which is really small. And there's a slicing knife.
Okay.
There is I think it's called an everything type of a utility knife. That's what
Okay.
it is. But there are different sizes, different colors. They all come with their own case, which I love because I don't have the block. The block where you stick the knives in and you can sit on your counter. I don't really have. I have the counter space, but I'd rather fill it with other things,
Okay.
like blenders, and that's a little hint for this upcoming Christmas. But the knife set just fits neatly in my drawer with the case. So, if my son goes in there and he needs to get something, he's not going to get cut or anything like that. But I love it.
How do they work?
Okay, so they are the sharpest knives I've ever had in my whole entire life. So the first time that I used it, I used this small paring knife because, so when I got it, I was like, okay, what am I going to cut with these knives? And I had nothing to cut because I didn't cook. I had already cooked and had things already separated in my fridge. And I was like, I'm not cooking anything for the next couple of days. What do I cut? And it's this sounds stupid. Let me just cut a box open. That's dumb. I want to just cut food.
A box.
Well, it's I want to just cut something. And so I had, it was not cucumber. It was peppers.
Okay.
I was like, finally, I can use my knife. Cut peppers, and I used the paring knife. And I used it against my big utility knife that I got from Costco, which I've had for years, and it's still sharp, but now I see how dull my knife really is.
Okay.
But it was amazing.
Okay.
I wanted to throw the Costco knife out.
Well,
Okay.
where can we get these knives?
where
Because
can
I
we-
would love.
Anywhere.
Okay.
Walmart, Costco
Mhm.
may have them also.
Mhm.
Kohl's, Macy's,
Okay.
anywhere.
And
anywhere
how much
that,
were they?
well, I've seen the prices that go, okay, so online, when you Google it, they'll have like prices like $50 to $75 that I have seen. But they do have some that are as low as maybe like $18, 25, something like that.
Okay.
So you'd have to go to like places like Walmart, stuff like that to see those kind of prices.
Okay.
But if you go to like Macy's and you get the big knife set with more than what I have, they'll run you like 50, 60 like that.
Okay.
But these are the best knives. The best.
Okay.
Because I was cutting frozen chicken. And I over sliced and I sliced my finger.
Oh.
Okay, so like
Oh no.
I didn't bleed or anything because I kind of caught it, but it sliced my nail.
Oh.
That's sharp.
That has happened to me before.
No, but that's really sharp.
Yeah.
I
it
had to
is.
go and file the nail down
Oh.
because I was like, "What? Oh, I thought I caught the meat part of my nail." I couldn't believe it.
Okay,
But I was
so
like,
I have
wow.
a question.
Okay.
So, is this a yes to add to the list? Is it?
I'm gonna say yeah, cause
They're
I would
amazing.
love to try those knives. And I like the color code that it has. I like that.
I want.
And it's not too high,
I
so
see
I would definitely
green.
love to use.
I saw a little green in there, and I love
Mhm.
green, so
Yeah.
I vote yes as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's a yes for me. That's why I bought it.
No, they're amazing. You guys need to go out to whatever store you can go to any store that has cookware or like kitchen things and get this. It's called the Cuisinart Advantage knife set. It's
Okay.
amazing. If you do have it or if you're going to go and get it, let us know. Comment on our website. Let us know what you think about the knife set, if you agree with me or not.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, you guys can find the list on our website at www.weseekfirst.com.
All right.
All right, guys. So we want to talk a little bit more about. We ran across some really funny stories, and we want to just share a little bit about that with you. So who wants to go first?
I guess I can go first.
Okay.
So this episode, as she said, is about crazy stories. So, I know you got. If anyone has been online, you have seen it. So my story is about the daycare worker that wrote on the 3-year-old's stomach. So basically, I think what it was, she had been trying to tell the mom that she needed to supply more diapers for the child. Apparently the mom didn't see it. She wrote it in a planner or something like that, and apparently the mom didn't see it. So she wrote it on the child's stomach with a permanent marker, and the mom didn't see it until after she left. So apparently now an update is the daycare worker was fired,
Okay.
as she should have been, because if that was my child, yeah.
Was she not beat up?
So
know,
was
right?
the issue that she was not bringing enough diapers for the baby?
Apparently that is so. I think she tried to warn her
Like the day
The day
before?
before.
Okay.
So apparently they have like planners for the kids, and she wrote it in the planner, and the mom didn't. She didn't bring any diapers the next day, and
Okay.
so she just wrote it on. I think she was trying to be smart, and that
Oh, the
wouldn't have flew-
daycare worker.
Right, the daycare worker was trying to be
Trying
funny.
to be funny to
Yeah.
her co-workers, maybe.
Okay,
Make herself
this
look,
is
you know.
marker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just run this through your mind. You're like, oh, Jimmy, let's give you a bath. And then you're like, oh, there are letters written on your body. I'm sorry.
Right.
That it
Yeah.
could not. It would not have been me.
Yeah. So when she got home, she posted it on Facebook or whatever. She tried to scrub it off, and if you see the picture, it's not really scrubbed off. the point is,
Did
this
she really
lady-
try to wipe it off?
Yes,
Because it's
she-
not hard to get marker
No,
off
this
skin.
is
Well,
permanent,
permanent
marker.
It was
marker.
permanent marker, and
on
apparently,
skin, you can get that off.
No,
Well-
permanent marker. This is not
Apparently-
like
on paper, the skin.
yes.
Well, I think it
That's
is a
not
little
the point,
harder
though.
than washable washable markers.
Thank you.
Permanent is a little.
You know how many kids have written on their skin with
That's
permanent? When they get 25, is it still there?
well, maybe she
Okay,
didn't want
well,
to like
I'm pretty
excessively
s-
rub his
What I
stomach.
think,
mean,
she didn't really try because she wanted to out the lady, which is fine. But
I don't
I
see
think
anything
she
wrong
really
with it.
didn't try to get it off.
regardless,
well,
that
it
worker
shouldn't have
was
been there.
Right,
Right,
Yeah.
that's
That
my
daycare
whole
worker
point.
was-
My point is, okay, yeah, okay. The
Yeah,
permanent
she didn't
marker,
wipe it off.
yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
But
Why she wrote on the baby?
right,
Well, actually, it's not a baby because you said that he was 3, which means he should have been potty trained.
well,
Well, that's for the mother to decide.
And also, they said diapers and not pull-ups. So I'm just wondering
he's not potty trained.
what is wrong.
Okay, I got a question. What do you think she should have done
in that
instead of right on the baby?
Oh, you mean the daycare? What?
Yeah.
What she? Okay. Usually, what happens when you send out letters, the parents don't respond. When they come to pick up the child, you make sure that you're there at the front desk, or you tell the people, "Hey,
Right.
let them. We need to speak to them in person. Keep them back. Tell them to come back here. Let's talk about this." And then you tell the parent, "Hey, little Jimmy needs diapers. When will you be able to bring them up here?"
Yeah, I agree. That's what I don't have kids, so maybe I shouldn't weigh in on this. But I'm just saying, if that was me, I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But
The
I
anger.
feel like you just asked. I feel like she should have the daycare worker should
Uh-huh.
have told the mom when she came to pick her up. Why? I don't understand. Okay,
You
she
could've
didn't
picked
see
up
it
the
in the
But what
moment.
if she did and she still won't bring enough diapers for the baby?
You still shouldn't write on the baby.
Oh, of course not. I'm just
No.
saying.
Well, then she needs to go to her superior, her manager or whatever, and let them know, okay, I have a mom that's not supplying diapers like she should, and let them take care of it because
Well,
right
if it was me
okay,
and I was a daycare worker, I would tell the mother, send it, write it, or whatever. I'll tell her, look, your child does not have enough diapers, and this has been going on every day. From now on, if we have to use diapers from us, it will be added to your bill.
Okay. Now I do.
I don't know if the daycare
And
would
you could do
approve
like,
that,
hey,
but
$2-3 a diaper, add it to
Well-
the bill. If she don't pay her bill, her child can't cook.
that's
well-
actually a good idea for the daycare itself
is.
to
Yeah.
start enforcing that
But-
rule.
Because you have to supply
Yeah,
You do.
diapers that you're not supposed to.
yeah,
you
that's
do.
true.
But I do know. I don't know if every single daycare does this, but I do know that if you don't supply, well, they give you a list, and they're like, these are must-haves. So, like, if you don't have these, you're not allowed to drop your child off. And it's like you have to sign your child in and say such and such mommy Rosa is sent, dropping off little Jimmy,
Yeah.
and then they'll take little Jimmy and you're safe to go on. But if you're not allowed to drop your child off because you don't have the things,
Right.
they won't let you sign in. They'll be like, "Oh, do
Okay.
you have the diapers? Oh, well then you can't drop your child off. You can't even like take the Jimmy in there and run out."
That's another good way to
You really think they're gonna sit there and check everybody's bags?
Well, no,
That's
because I
true.
know of a daycare where they have a list at the front. When they have a list of people who need things, and if they don't have it, they tell them they can't drop their
Well,
child
have
off.
a worker that if you want to do it that way, you can have a worker that checks
There's a
bags or
front
whatever.
desk.
I don't know.
There's a front desk where they go drop
But
the
you're
child
right.
off and you
If-
sign in.
If you start charging people,
They won't
Hit 'em-
forget
hit 'em in
their
the
They
face.
will
bags.
act right.
yeah,
That's
when you
true.
start messing with somebody's money,
Mm-hmm.
And at least they changing the baby's diaper because I heard
That's true.
plenty
Oh, yeah.
daycares where the parents come and pick them up
And
and the
don't.
diaper been on them for like
that whole
3-4 hours.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing
So-
they had to, of course,
supply
supply
him.
the diaper, and
Yeah.
she was trying to be smart and writing on the babies. I just,
Right. So, what action would you guys have taken? Would you,
What?
If she wrote on my child,
Would you take the baby
Tell the
back to
truth.
the same daycare?
Tell the truth.
Now,
No, I wouldn't take them back. But that's why my kids never went to daycare, because you can't trust
you can
everybody with your
Now,
child.
this is just
But what would you
our
do?
opinion. No shade on anyone who believes and loves daycares, or you work at a daycare, or you own a daycare. There is no shade.
Oh
but
no.
I just don't.
What would you
think.
do though? Because I don't know what to be honest, I don't know what I feel like I would, I would just go down to the daycare, try to talk to.
who wrote on my baby?
Yeah, right. I would.
Okay.
But you know what? I would want to talk to the daycare worker and whoever is over the daycare. I want to talk
True.
to them, and
Yeah.
we need to both sit down
Mhm.
and talk about. You wrote on my baby. Okay, I was wrong. I didn't send diapers, but please,
Yeah.
do not write on my baby.
Now, I will say this. Is this Christian? Probably not.
Oh,
But my first response would be, Jimmy has letters. I'm going to the daycare and I'm busting the door down, foot and all. And where is Miss
Foot?
Mary? You know how you take the foot and you bam it against the door, knock the door down?
And
Where-
then they're going to call the cops.
right. That's why I wouldn't go
Okay,
in there.
listen.
And little Jimmy going to be with a
Right.
foster family.
Yeah.
No. Okay, here's a better way. You go in really nice and it's like, where's Miss Mary? I would really like to talk to her. I want to apologize. I'm so
tricking.
sorry. And then you get her away from the children because you don't want them to be caught in the crossfire.
That's
You
true.
take them away. Tell Jimmy, go play with your friends. Come here, Miss Mary. Let's talk. And then commence to talk to her with my hands. Mhm. And if they just so happen to fly across the room
Oh,
and
okay.
and ever so slightly
You are
hit
such
her
a role
face.
model
I
to
know,
others.
right?
I am so proud. Like,
Listen,
really.
I
my
wouldn't
first
recommend that
But then
option.
they're 99.9% sure
That's your
that they will
first-
call the cops.
Yeah,
You will be
And
in
imagine
will
your
go to
child sitting
jail.
on the floor
Yes.
watching his mama beat somebody down. You think they gonna be happy about
Listen,
that?
did I not say my first initial thought?
You're letting your
no,
anger
no
control
one
it.
follows their first thought. I'm just saying my first initial thought, looking at my baby, in my mind, I'm at the place. I'm beating her from one end of the building to
I
the
don't blame
other,
you, though.
dragging her outside
Yeah.
and beating her to every parking spot in the parking lot. And then you wake up out of the daydream and it's like, okay, what am I really going to do?
I don't blame you though. That would be my first when I came home and saw
Yes.
my child's stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I would want to fight somebody.
Yes.
I
Because
don't
it's
blame you.
like you could have called
Right.
instead of sending a note. Okay.
Maybe
what-
she didn't have time
maybe-
to read the
And I
planner.
believe
Maybe
she
she didn't.
said that too. She didn't have time to read it because she also has another child.
See,
She
okay.
has 2 children, so
that means that you
Mhm.
need to call me, talk to me with
Mhm.
your mouth before I talk to you with my hands. I mean, okay, people, do not do what I do. Don't do what I do, okay? Because Jesus would not do that.
Yeah, that's not right. But hey,
But
I
it would,
understand where
that,
you're coming from.
that would be my first thought, and I wouldn't, I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't really do that.
Yeah.
yeah. All right, guys. So I have another story. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this one. It's been circling around different news outlets. So, okay. So as you all know, we all sometimes like to go thrift store shopping
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
whatnot. Well, there was a guy from Michigan who actually went to the Habitat for Humanity restore, where he bought a couch for his man cave, and he was got home and set it up, and he noticed that the ottoman was a little uncomfortable, a little bumpy, and he was like, okay, I need to investigate a little bit, and he found $43,000.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's a lot
Wait a
of
minute.
money.
So, wait, no one else?
Okay, I have a question.
No one else saw this?
Let me just start out. I have a question.
Okay.
Before
So-
you're even done. I'm pretty sure you're not done.
So apparently, Habitat for Humanity, we all know what it is.
Mhm.
Somebody donated the
These
couch
are donations.
to them.
Yes.
Okay.
it is.
How did no one
No one.
at Habitat for Humanity
Exactly.
find that money in the couch?
That's my
When
question.
you're
They're not
picking it
cleaning
up-
the couch
Yeah.
off a little
Well,
bit.
no, I
before-
believe it was in the zipper of the pillows
Okay.
and whatnot.
Okay.
And
But why
apparently,
not
no.
check?
What,
Check everything
for what,
before you
though?
sell it.
I don't know.
I
for
mean,
what?
okay, no, I
You
get
have
it.
no
I wouldn't
reason to
unzip.
believe, right?
No, I wouldn't
Why
unzip.
would you unzip the
You
pillow?
would think that it's an old bumpy
Right.
pillow.
and they're just
I don't know.
reselling it.
I
Yeah.
feel like if I was working there and I picked up this couch and I noticed like
Yeah.
a bumpy
Yeah.
part on the couch, I feel like I would
check
unzip
it.
it. That's just
Was
me
it
because I'm
flipped or
nosy.
something?
Well, it
Wasn't- it
they
wasn't on the
really
top?
didn't specify. He just noticed when he sat on it. You know, when your weight is on it, and you can feel obviously that there's something in there.
Maybe
And
the
he
people didn't see it.
I'm
unzipped
pretty
it,
sure
and
they
there
did.
was a wad, or more than a wad of cash.
Yeah.
So basically, long story short, he called the Habitat for Humanity restore back to see who originally donated the couch. He, of course, didn't want to keep the couch. Because he felt, you know, especially with that amount of money, I would feel
Yeah.
a little off. Like,
that's
where
too
did
much.
this come from?
Yeah.
Why is
Who?
it in such a large amount? I
You
would
would
be
feel what?
afraid to keep that.
I would feel like it was drug money.
Right. That's the first thought that I had as I was reading it.
Again, you
but-
would feel what?
So what he ended up calling back the Habitat for Humanity store, and they tracked down the original donator, and it was a woman, and she said that her grandfather had recently passed.
Okay.
And so apparently he didn't like banks and decided to keep he decided to keep the money in the couch. And you know, I've ran across several stories about older people who wants to keep their money in their mattresses and
Yeah.
other
I've heard
furniture.
stories
Holes
like
in
But
the
you
that.
wall.
Need to
Yeah.
tell somebody.
Right. So he
Leave a
ended,
note or something.
Right. He
Probably
ended up
didn't trust
giving the
anybody.
money back. And what I want to know, what would you guys have done?
Would you guys like to go? Because I think you guys know my answer. I would not give the money back, Alex.
Is that Christian like?
Yes, it is. Here's my thing. I walk into Habitat for Humanity. Oh, I love this couch. Let me purchase this couch from this establishment. They did not see the money. The person who donated the money did not even check the couch to see what was
They
up.
didn't.
They just said, "Hey, Grandpa's gone. We don't need the couch."
Yeah, why didn't they check the couch? I didn't think about that.
And then Habitat for Humanity said, "Hey, you can buy this couch for $2 or whatever. It's probably like 30, whatever."
Oh my gosh, you guys. So again, I just noticed this. So he actually called his lawyer.
Smart move.
Yes, and
Really?
his lawyer told him that he actually had the legal right to hold
Yes.
on to it because
Oh.
he purchased it.
He purchased
Yeah.
it with
No,
his
I mean,
own money.
yes. Mm-hmm.
That's my thought. I'm like, I bought this couch from
But
these people.
don't
You
know.
he
donated
didn't
it.
feel he was convicted, and he didn't feel
That-
right about keeping the money.
did
so
right.
I
you know.
would not have
If he-
felt a thing except joy
What?
when I looked into my bank account.
So you would have kept $43,000.
$43,000.
Would you have told anybody?
Every
Like us?
bill? Yes. Every
Would you
bill
have
would have been
shared
paid.
with
I would have paid my
Oh,
tithes.
you want some of it, but you don't want to.
No, I would have paid my tithes and offering. I would have
she paid
Off of
rejoiced.
money that was not yours.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Paying tithes.
I'm paying tithes because I feel like the joy of the
We don't-
Lord has
we don't want
shined
that.
on
Do you
me.
really
church-
think God is going to open up the floodgates of heaven to bless you for money that was not yours?
Hold on. The owner of the money was no
Legally,
longer
it is hers.
on. No, but the owner of the money is no longer on this earth.
No, he's not.
He has gone to his long
and
home.
apparently
his
he
Okay.
didn't want
long-time
his
home.
family to have the money. I just thought
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
what I'm thinking.
He
Was
didn't have
there a will?
Yeah.
How, maybe his daughter was like roaming
Listen.
around in these streets, not doing
Listen.
right. Maybe he didn't want her to have the money. Maybe
Yeah.
giving her the money would have been a bad thing. Maybe she blew it.
Okay,
don't know.
that has nothing to do with me because Becky said, "Here's the couch. I have a couch at my house. You know, grandma's old wooden couch with a floral print that wasn't beautiful. It was like green and brown and yellow. Yeah, that couch. Becky said, I don't want grandpa's couch. And she gave it away. And when they sell it, it got everything in it, on it, same condition. You bought it. That means the money also is mine now.
Well, he called his lawyer.
That was smart.
And he said that was smart.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess.
Because I wouldn't have, if that was me, I would have
been freaking out.
scared,
Yeah.
to be honest. My first initial thought would be, "Oh, this is drug money." And you know how you see on TV the drug dealers
they always come back.
They get out of jail and they come back. Where's my money? And then they find out that you have it,
and you spent it all, and now you're on the hook for even more plus interest.
Okay, wait. I don't think you guys, when you purchase things from Habitat for Humanity, they don't always have a record of who bought what.
That's true.
And they don't always know.
Did.
Okay, in
Well,
this case,
if he was able to find out who gave it, how do you know that they wouldn't have told who bought it? What if someone would have came back and said, "Hey, oh my goodness, I left something very, very important in the couch that I gave. Can you please tell me where it is? It's so important. It means a lot to me." Don't you think they would say where the couch was?
Okay, if someone came back and said, "Oh, I lost something important," what is it?
You're right. I would do the same thing.
And then they're
what
like,
if they say $43,000?
okay, but what if they just said money? How much? Because
$43,000.
okay, if they said that they had $43,000 that they lost in the couch, honestly, I would not want to give the money back. Honestly, because it's like,
I don't know.
But if they were like, I gave the couch away, we couldn't find it, and we found out that it was in the couch, then I would be like, okay, I feel like your story, yeah, it's true. I don't want to give you the money back, but okay, fine. Here's your money. But if it was just somebody that caught wind of Grandpa hid $43,000, where could it be? And it's like,
and they
you would have all
and they're
the
like,
family
hey, we donated a dresser. Where is it? It's really, I don't think no one would do that.
I would give it back.
I wouldn't want that to be me.
I would give it back.
I would feel so bad spending that money because it's like, I didn't earn this. Somebody out there is missing $43,000.
I don't want a couch with $43,000 in it. I'm just saying.
You're
me.
right.
Now, if I can't track down whose money it is, it's mine.
I just don't. I couldn't.
I'm not
stand
investigating
it. I just
like
couldn't.
Well, who you gonna give it to if you can't? If they haven't
You
found
can
out
give it
whose
to
it
me.
is, what are you gonna do with it?
I would
then?
probably call
Give it to me.
I would do like him and call the store. I
But
wouldn't
if
think
they
to call a
can't
lawyer
find
though.
who you know the couch came from,
No, the store will be like, it's ours.
no, don't tell them you found money. Just if they can't figure out who the couch
If
came
they don't
from,
know who it came
then you
from,
might as well keep it.
They don't know who it came from, and I
Keep the money.
That's
I
your
mean,
blessing.
wouldn't have any other
You
choice but
tried.
to keep it. Oh my god!
You act
I don't
like,
want that
oh
to
my
be
God,
me.
oh, I'm hurt that I have $43,000.
I'm just
Girl,
saying.
bye. Look, it's not going to hurt me to have $43,000 to pay my bills. Huh?
I would feel. I wouldn't feel right.
I would feel
I would be
joy.
like him. I would feel convicted. That's just me.
I would feel
And you have to look at
bliss.
it like, what if it was you who lost money in the couch?
Man.
That is
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, here's my thing, my theory. Obviously, this family has money because I have never lost an amount like that. Who loses $43,000 and they're like, oh, I'm missing some money, but I don't know how much it could be. Have you ever look? When I lose $5, where is it? We're searching in the couches. We're searching the car. I need my $5.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, guys. So I think the whole lesson of this story is to check your couches when you get them from places like this. Let's check your couches. And then if you decide to keep the money, file your taxes.
Yes.
With, you should file those taxes on it, and you can actually go with our sponsor today, which is J&B Income Tax Services. They are a financial company that files federal and state income taxes, business returns, e-filing, couch potato tax services, where you can, check in with them and actually do your taxes online.
Cool.
Yes, on their secured website, and They also offer bookkeeping services.
Yay.
Yay. So again, a little bit background. J&B has more than 30 years of experience. They offer, many services to everyone. You don't have to per se walk in if you are in Hawaii or all over the U.S., anywhere in the world, even international. We don't, we're not biased. You can also book with us online. Visit the website at jbincometax.com and let them keep the IRS off your back.
All right. So does anybody else have any other stories or anything else? Come on. Come on.
I mean, my story's not like crazy or like, my story's not.
Okay, well, I have a story.
Oh.
All right, so I happened to come across this story about a bad experience at a restaurant. We've all had them. So this couple decided to go into a restaurant and order a salad. His wife started eating the salad, and all of a sudden, blood just started coming out of her mouth.
Oh my! Did she have a gum disease?
Wait, this all happened at the restaurant, right?
Yes, while they were eating. So she said that there were shards of glass in her salad.
No.
And the waitress said that someone had broke a glass near the salad making station, and did not dump it all out like they were supposed to.
Lazy workers.
So they started freaking out, and they asked to speak to the manager. And she said she couldn't even talk because she was so busy mopping up blood and spitting glass out. That is okay.
Okay.
So the husband started screaming at management, and management came running over, apologizing. They ended up going to the ER. They cleaned her mouth, and she had to get antibiotics for the cuts in her mouth.
What about her stomach?
I don't know if she swallowed any, but it just says that the restaurant decided to pay their ER bill, and they settled on some money so the couple would not sue the restaurant.
So what's the name of this restaurant? So
and
I won't
what
visit.
State was this?
He
Because I
actually
need to
said
know.
it's a very popular joint. That's how he said
wow.
it. But
Okay,
he did
so-
not give the name of the restaurant.
Okay,
He
so
just-
I would have
if it's a-
blasted them
Oh,
on social
yeah.
media.
but if it's a joint, that means that it's not an upscale restaurant. It's not something where, people come around. It's not romantic. It's like a
Maybe
family
like a bar and
eatery.
grill,
Yeah.
or-
He
yeah.
says they serve sandwiches and beer. Who do you
That
know
sounds-
that serves sandwiches and beer?
Several.
That sounds like one of those like
Bar and grills,
the-
I'm telling you.
you know the
Where you
kind
can
where you
watch
go and watch.
sports.
Yeah, you can watch
Buffalo
the game.
Wild Wings. and
Yeah,
all that
places
type,
like
yeah.
that.
Was it them?
Well, you'll never know. If they settle, then they can't really talk about
Yeah.
it.
My thing is, if you eat glass and swallow it, you can slice your throat.
No, not
And
just
once
your
it
throat.
goes
And you
down,
can die.
your organs and
I'm
all
pretty-
that. Yeah.
I bet she didn't swallow when she started.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, yeah, probably while she was chewing it,
And
the
then the
blood
blood-
started coming out. She probably
my God.
spit it out.
Okay, but if you if you're chewing something
And there's a foreign
something
object.
cuts, no, but like even if you're just chewing and you don't know if it's shards, because in my mind it's like glass, you would feel like you're chewing on something hard, but if it's shards and they're tiny and thin enough, I guess you would just think you're crunching on croutons or something.
So shards are like the little thin,
Yeah.
little.
Well, because it would be crunchy. Yeah. Okay. It would be very thin,
shred-looking
yeah.
pieces.
Okay. So like if you okay, I don't know if anybody's ever ate a sucker and it's gotten really really thin,
Yeah.
to where it will cut your tongue,
I know what you.
which is why I don't like suckers. But anyway, it's like you feel that. That's pain. You may not know. It's like, oh, what happened? Did she not feel getting cut?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, Well, I guess she felt it, but it was
No,
too
but
late.
She
You
must
said
have been
when
a fast chewer, one of those types.
If she was
who's
like
just-
me,
yeah.
then
Oh,
she
God.
would have swallowed the glass.
what I don't get, why didn't they close the salad station?
No, why didn't they
That's what I
throw
wanna get on.
everything away?
Why would
It's
you
lazy
leave it
worker.
open for
They-
others to have shards
They
of glass.
may have
in their
closed
salad.
it after the lady was bleeding, but I don't know.
I'm sorry. Would y'all have like took it further and be like, you know what? I'm taking this to court. I'm suing
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
for this
Oh, yeah.
whole restaurant.
Well, they got a settlement, and I'm guessing the settlement must have been pretty big for them to not sue.
Nope, I
You're
want a
right.
whole restaurant.
I'm taking
So
this
others can
restaurant.
have glass in their salads? No, thank you.
I bet that worker got fired. I know they didn't say it, but come on.
Oh yeah,
That
'Cause
worker
they have
had
to
to
blame
have gotten
somebody.
fired. There is no way.
but
That's
actually
not
though,
safe. Oh my
careless
God.
worker.
actually though, it's not just the worker; it's everybody who saw it.
Management.
Management.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure when they were like, "Oh, just clean that up," they didn't check behind that
Does that
person.
sound about right? Because you know, I have never worked in a restaurant, but
Me
I know
either.
some of y'all have.
I mean, I'm sorry. I worked at restaurants, but we never killed nobody. You know? We never got that close. Like, we didn't have
Attempted
stuff
murder
like
by
that.
glass.
I mean, they might give you a baked potato out the trash can. I've seen
Oh,
that, but
see.
they not giving you
Yeah.
no glass. So, have y'all ever experienced something crazy at a restaurant?
Oh, the bucket of bones.
Oh,
Oh my!
that wasn't crazy though. That
It
that
was,
was just
more
bad.
terrible food.
The
It was-
chef,
yeah.
whoever fried our chicken, didn't know how to fry chicken.
It
and
really
they need to go
was a
home.
bucket of bones.
It
It was
was.
terrible.
Now, I remember an experience we had at Golden Corral
With blue
with
mouth.
a little child.
Oh, blue mouth.
Do y'all remember exactly what
Yes.
happened?
Yes.
I think that we were all trying to eat. I was sad because everybody chose to go to Golden
I was
Corral,
too, because I don't like places
They're
Golden
not
Corral.
no buffet. Please.
I don't like
I don't
buffets.
know. When
'Cause
people
people
buffets
don't
are
wash their
good.
hands.
That is correct.
But
Yeah.
kids don't wash. Well, grown people too don't wash their hands, and they touch everything.
Everything.
Mhm.
And like I remember,
And there was a
walking around-
child with their mouths on the ice
Yeah.
cream machine.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, there was
Crazy.
a little girl who climbed up on the stand that holds all the silverware, and she was licking all the spoons and forks and knives
my
and
God.
putting them back. And the worker walked right in front,
Oh, my goodness.
stopped, looked at her, looked around, and just walked off.
See?
Shrugged her shoulders. And I'm sitting there looking like, so you just gonna let spit dry up and
That's
not-
another thing. In restaurants
Or
these workers-
buffets.
or I think a lot of restaurants, the workers are so lazy.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about everybody because you know
I mean, they
I
don't
have
get
been
paid
and had
enough.
good service. Maybe I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, but that's ridiculous. That person who saw the kid licking the spoon
Yeah.
should have stopped them and
Yeah.
took all those spoons out and replaced it with some new ones.
Where
She
was that
looked-
baby's mama?
Right.
Well,
Girl, you
I
know
don't
how
know.
They probably were in the bathroom. Or
I mean,
something.
I just walked. What it was, I just walked out and I was thinking about getting something because I hate buffets, and it's like when I look at the people in the lines, how they're coughing, wiping their nose, touching everything.
yes.
The kids who are too short for the little sneeze guard, they're
Yep.
coughing in the food. It's like I'm like, no, okay, what can they give me that is not touched by these people?
Yeah.
And that's when I saw it. The worker looked at me when she was walking away. She looked at me and was just like shrugged her shoulders like, I don't know what to do.
I think they're probably like, you know what? I'm not getting paid enough for
Yeah.
this. Whatever. And just
And
walk
actually,
away.
she had kind of just put out stuff on another station on the other side. And she had went back to the kitchen, came out with like a wash rag or whatever, like she was going to go and bust tables. So maybe she was just like, look, I just put this stuff. I'm not.
Man. And
I remember that day. I looked over at y'all table and nobody was eating. And me and one of our brothers, I think, were the only ones eating. See,
yeah.
at buffets, especially there, they have a chef that cuts meat
they did.
and serves you
Yeah.
like where everybody is not touching all of the
Yeah.
silverware and stuff. So I just picked stuff that the chef cut and it was good.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even want that because when I walked over, I just saw a lot of people coughing and sneezing. And I know they have that little plastic thing that
Yeah.
covers the food, but I
It
didn't
really
care.
don't. It
Because,
really
you know, you have kids that are not, you know, they just start coughing and they're short and just germs flying everywhere. Then people don't wash their hands.
Yeah.
No,
and
thank
you have people, instead of grabbing the utensils that are there for others, they grab with their hands.
Or-
I've seen it.
Or I've seen this. people they use the spoon and they're getting food, and then some of it gets on their hands and they lick it, and then pick it back up. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no,
You
I've seen people.
right.
Come on, y'all done witnessed it. I know.
I've seen people when the food get on their hand, they wipe it, scrape it off on the little dish that the food came in, and then get the spoon back up.
That is. Oh, did y'all see? I'm sorry.
Yes,
I had to
thought
bring
about
this
that
up.
too. I know what you're gonna go.
I was on
with.
social media and I saw somebody posted their coworker eating that chocolate cake.
That was
What
disgusting. Oh my
So
god.
the office apparently, I didn't read.
It
I just
sounded
saw
like it was
potluck.
maybe potluck or something
Yeah,
like that.
they had like a chocolate cake
mm-hmm.
and
store bought cake.
yeah, the lady, she was going to town on this cake. Like she had her fork.
Wait,
Eating
she was
the
eating
cake.
out of
She
the
ate
not
out
her
of-
piece.
Right.
She was
Correct.
eating off of the
Off of the
actual
cake.
Like
So-
just eating off the cake.
Yes,
Looked like she was
took
picking
a
the icing
bite,
off.
licked it off
Okay.
multiple times, and then put that same fork and scraped off the icing off of the chocolate cake multiple times.
Disgusting.
And
Oh,
then
I don't
cut it
think
off.
y'all want to get into
Yeah, we're not gonna get
office party.
Potluck.
Like,
Yeah, that's for another
Let me
episode.
tell you.
But I
Oh,
just
we
had
done
a
been
thought.
through-
And the best ones are church potlucks.
Oh god.
Oh, we have a few stories.
I
about
think we
those.
should have a whole episode on
Yes.
potlucks at work and church, and even family barbecue.
Oh gosh. I don't know if we should touch on that.
I think we'll have to have a whole nother episode on those things.
Yeah.
So these were great stories. If you have any crazy stories, or if you've heard of any crazy stories, leave them down on our website at www.weseekfirst.com and let us know. We'll weigh in on it. If you think it's crazy or funny and you want to hear what we think about it, hey, leave it down there and we'll do that. So this has been a great episode.
Yay.
Please weigh in with us. Let us know how you feel about it, what you liked about it, what we can even improve. Just let us know. We really like to hear what you guys think about it. Please tune back in next week for our next episode. It's going to be another great one. And you guys have a great evening, morning, whatever it is.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of We Seek First podcast. You can find us on our blog at www.weseekfirst.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest at We Seek First. Remember, we love you, and come back next week for another episode.